Hello.
Please.
Okay.
We are clear now, sir?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Violet. Violet. Violet.
Testing. Testing 1 2 3. Testing. Testing 1 2 3 3 2 1. Testing. Recover. Testing. Testing 1 2 3 3 2 1.
Violet. Testing. Violet. Violet. Testing. Violet.
Yes, sir. Voice கிடைக்கும்.
Okay, ma'am. Thanks.
I welcome our respected CEC sir and respected CST planning sir, all the four speakers from industries and from railways, online viewers and the viewers present, audience present here. This IRSTE seminar, after 2.5 years, we are arranging offline, like in this meeting room. We are conducting it. It has been a tough period, but we had conducted online presentations, webinars several times. But last 9 months, there was a break. But it is like a restarting of our monthly IRST presentations, where we are exchanging our technical know-how, knowledge, and improving our domain knowledges in signaling and telecommunication systems. Today also we are going to have 4 presentations, which are mainly focusing on our latest technology development in signaling and telecommunication systems, related to our monitoring systems, and our circuit design itself, where we have come with RDSO standardized circuit. Third one is maintenance of our detection points, or what we call TXRX coil of MSDAC or HASDAC, where stress is being given, how to maintenance these things using a torque wrench and at the same time batteries. It is like a upgradation of our maintenance practices. And finally, now we are going with air conditioning of EA system, EA rooms, where there is requirement of precision air conditioning. This topic is also covered now. To take this IRSTE seminar proceedings further, I request Ms. Manisha to come forward and start with invocation. And please come.
A very good afternoon to everyone. Now I request all of you to please stand for Tamil Saivalthu. Thank you. And now I request our dignitaries, our CC sir, Sunil sir, our CST planning sir, Sandeep sir, our senior DST coordination, Babu sir, our senior DST signal, Nitin sir, deputy CST projects sir, Murali sir, Mahendra sir, and our deputy CST projects ma'am, Rupavati ma'am, to come forward to light the Kuttu Ilakku. Please, ma'am. And now it's time for our presentations. The first presentation is on experience with implementation of RDSO standardized circuits. And this will be presented by Mr. Akhilesh Singh, SSC Signal Valaja Road. Please come.
Hello. Hello. Thank you, madam. And thank you to Senior IRSTE Coordination sir and Senior IRSTE Signal sir giving me this opportunity to present our experiences with RDSO circuit implementation. Whatever standardized circuit has been there in 2019, it has been implemented in Walaja and Talangai. And my presentation is regarding that, whatever things we have experienced over there. So first we discuss what is the difference between the old conventional type of system and whatever standardized system we are using for now. This previously point group relay were available at the signal location, and whatever signal, whatever 110 supply and other functions were there that were extending to with the those relays available at location only. But in present system, there will be no relay at location in outdoor locations. There will be directly 110 supply will be extended from power room, from relay room itself through multi-core to the signal location to operate the point. Previously, we were not having latch relay, normal relay were used, but now we are having latch relay. First, whatever old position will be there, that particular position should be first delatched, then there will be latching of the new position. Suppose it is set in normal, first we have to delatch the old last position, then we can operate for the new position. So latch relay is a new function, but earlier we were not using the latch function. Whenever track down, previously we were experiencing that there is a lot of time lost. Even one track is down and a signal maintainer is going there, and he is spending time for restoring that failure. But since track was checked and it was found there is no occupancy, and track is also fit for movement, but still some RN filings or some cable cut or something, during that time we were not able to operate the point. But this feature has been given here that SM can operate the point even if point track is down. He can use that is secured by ID and password. He can rotate one emergency button, and then he can put ID and password, and then point can be operated for normal or reverse. For each operation from normal to reverse or reverse to normal, he has to put ID and password, and point can be operated in track down condition, provided SM has to be ensured that the point is not locked. Once point is locked in root and track is down, at that time this feature cannot be availed by SM. He has to ensure, and that time operation from the panel is not possible. Once crank handle extracted, point cannot be operated in conventional type of system. Previously, once we have extracted crank handle, then point cannot be operated from the panel. But now the feature is available. Suppose we have given the crank handle free, which is available at the site. We can extract the crank handle until unless we are putting that into the point motor till that point machine, till that time point can be operated from panel itself. Previously crank handle once extracted point cannot be operated. But now crank handle extraction, the time duration between crank handle extraction and crank handle inserting to the point can be operated from the panel itself. Once root is held, crank handle cannot be extracted. In root held condition, previously in conventional type of system, in root held condition we cannot extract crank handle. First we have to release that particular root. But here one emergency from panel itself, one option is there. We use ID and password, and we can release the crank handle once you use ID and password, and after 120 seconds, crank available at the particular that particular crank which we have given command for releasing, that can be released after 120 seconds, and with crank the point can be operated if that root is held. Generally, one feature is also available here, that we can release any held root in emergency. From the command from the panel itself, we can give the command and we can release the root. But in some condition, if it is not possible to release the root, or some situation arises when root release also command is not accepted from the panel itself, at that time we can use this feature, and crank handle can be extracted from the And when once in previous panel, conventional type of panel, suppose panel is damaged or SM key has in damaged condition, and we are trying to, we are not able to operate We are not able to operate the point from the panel, and we cannot extract the crank handle also. That command cannot be given. But here, if both video fails, then extreme emergency command is available, in which what we can do, we can rotate that extreme emergency crank handle key is there. We can rotate, we can reverse that key, and we can press extreme emergency crank handle button. Then after 120 seconds, all crank handle will be free. We can extract crank handle and we can operate the point. Previously, NCRC contact utilized for pickup WCR relay. Through that only DC 110 supply was extended. But here there is no such relay is required. We directly send 110 supply from the relay room itself. Here different now with regarding signal operation also, we are having difference that all the ECR relays, those are available in relay room itself. We are whatever supply we are sending to the signal, by proving all things, we are directly sending supply from relay room to outdoor location itself. We are not keeping ECRs, those things from in outdoor locations. Apart from that, whatever in new system, whatever supply we are sending through multi-core only. We are not utilizing any power cable. All power cable has been abandoned nowadays. We are not using any power cable. This is a common counter box which is provided. This emergency key is provided, and then this is push button. These facilities we are using whenever it is required for operation of extraction of crank handle in emergency condition. One is SM key, another is emergency operation of point or emergency route release for emergency route release key, and third one key is for specifically for crank handle extraction. Extreme emergency crank handle plus that push button. That emergency crank handle already I have discussed. When one route is locked, at that time from video itself we can give command for that crank handle extraction. But once video itself fail, and that time we can use this key and button, extreme emergency crank handle key and button. Same for emergency route release, same way we have provided in one key. We can reverse that key, and the command with ID and password can be given from the panel to release that route. For emergency point operation, the same thing, that emergency key we can reverse, and that command with ID and password can be given from the panel, and we can operate the point. This is a point operation. There's three mode of point operation. One is automatic route set, and manual operation, and emergency operation. This is EI start. Automatic route set means when we select one particular route. Suppose we have cleared one signal, and earlier EI, now present standardization of EI is they have given one menu in which one particular signal selected for particular route 1A to A. This type of provision is given. Earlier, which was earlier EI system, which is installed at Valaja, there we have to select one we have to rotate the knob, reverse the knob, and we have to select one route button. Then there is an initialization of that particular route. But nowadays, all route is specifically mentioned for particular signal. Whatever route is possible, that is specifically mentioned in the menu, and that particular route signal for that particular route can be selected. Once that route is selected, then automatic. Okay. This once we have in one drop down menu will be there when signal button near the signal, there will be drop down menu. In that drop down menu, if we select 1A signal for a particular route, suppose 1A or 1B, the moment we have we click that particular route, then automatic route this will initialize, and that this point will be set through this path. Manual operation means if we particularly want to operate one specific point at that particular time, manual operation will be activated. Through this path, the point will be operated. Emergency operation means when track is down, at that time we want to operate the point from the panel, then this particular path will be there. EI start, this is provision is given to bypass all this whatever processes are there. When we are, suppose system is shut down, we have started the system. At that time, what would happen? this particular EI system is not having memory of last operated events. All the last operated event, that memory will be gone. Then there will be initialization of system. So during initialization of system, then at that time, during initialization of system, all that NWR, whatever operations are there, those will be bypassed and will be initialized for that particular NWR or RWR. All those positions, whatever related to those things, that will be initialized to particular position, which according to input available at EI, it will sense the input and it will set that particular for new operation. It will not detect whatever operated at last during the shutdown. That information will not be available. But whatever, when we have on it at that time, whatever inputs are available, accordingly it will set all the relays and all the positions, all the bits. This for EI star. So WLR relay, that is utilized for to lock the point. Once this bit is low, then that particular point will be locked. In that, all the ASR and overlap, those things has been proved, and then this WLR will be picked up. Once ASR is down, or overlap, or in overlap some particular route is initiated, or that particular overlap is held, is there, at that time this WLR will be down. This is how we automatic route initiation is done. When we select one particular route, once these are route there are three NCR: auto, normal, reverse point, auto, normal, or reverse pointless logic. In this, we will ensure that point is operated only once. Once command is given, point is operated only once. Those are ensured by these NCR1, NCR2, and NCR3 logic. Similarly, for reverse position, there will be RCR1, RCR2, and RCR3 logic. The moment we have selected one particular route, signal S19 or suppose S17 for B1 or B2, all the route corresponding to that one is proved in NCR1. Then NCR1 will be picked up. Once NCR1 picked up, it will pick up NCR2, and it will be ensured in that one that RCR2 is not pick up. RCR2, that process of picking up a relay, the point operation in reverse direction, that has not been initiated. Once these are NCR2 pick up, then it will enable the NCR3 to pick up, ensuring that we are going to operate point in normal, but NWKR, that is already is not normal, already is not available. If it is available, then this will not proceed further. So it is already point is normal condition ensured by NCR3, and already reverse direction movement is already not initiated, that is ensured by this one NCR2. And once point is once any route is initiated, at that time NCR1 will be picked up. WNR and WNR. This is bit generated once we give command for manual operation in normal. Suppose we press normal point operation for normal, point set to normal in that menu script, but then WNR and NWNR, these two bits will be generated. And if we put for reverse, then WNR and RWWNR, these two bits are generated. If then this NWNR and RWNR, NWNR and RWNR for normal operation, WNR and NWWNR, these two bits enable to pick up this Z1WR. For emergency, this bit will be generated will be WNR, NWWNR, and EWNR. For normal operation, 2 bit will be generated. Manual, I'm talking about manual operation. WNR and NWNR are reverse. WNR and RWNR. And in suppose this point is operated for normal and reverse in direction in case of track down or in emergency. At that time, one more extra bit will be generated along with this bit, that will be EWNR. So the path these 3 bits will be generated for emergency operation. When EI is started, that last we have seen how this all that initial conditions has been bypassed. When the moment when AI is shut down and we have just started AI system, at that time there will be at that time system delay. System delay, one bit will be there which is down. Once their system delay will check whether all communication between the processors, whether all hardware are in healthy status. If all system are okay and communication is proper in between that systems, then system delay, system delay bit will pick up. And once the system delay bit pick up means it will indicate that all the processors are in healthy condition and communication between processor and other hardware involved in this process are in healthy condition. Once system delay bit is system delay bit is pick up, then it is ensured that all hardware and communication between hardwares are in healthy conditions. Once suppose any hardware is malfunctioning or there is no proper communication between these two systems, then there will be system error. This will be generated, which will make the further system inoperative, or it will shut down the system again. This system error will be generated if system delay will not pick up. Once it has checked for all the system okay, at that time system delay will pick up, and it will pick up system initialization, another relay system initialization. Once the system initialization will pick up through drop contact, system delay will drop immediately. Once it has checked and has picked up the system initialization, then system delay it will drop. Its work is over to check communication and the health of processors. Now system initialization, it will system initialization .1. This will create a window of 120 seconds. This 120 seconds window is given for processor to stabilize whatever application logic is there. For stabilization of application logic, 120 seconds will be taken. Till such time, there will be no input or no command can be given, and this video panel, everything remain inoperative. Once system initialization, once system initialization is picked up means after 120 seconds, it means all application logic has been stabilized. Now it is ready for use. Then another system initialization will pick up, which will lead to which will pick up again system on. Once system on means it will be showing that all system is healthy. Now input can be given, and output command, everything can be given from the AI system. So this once AI's start logic is started, all the whatever previous time it was shut down, those things has been erased, and it will read the input whatever available, and it will initialize everything as per the new, not as per the old operation. 120 second window is given for the precaution that suppose any train movement has been there, that it will put back to signal, everything will be done. 120 second is given so that any train movement can be completed or it can come to halt. Point normal reverse interlocking latch logic NWR and RWR. This will trigger the initiation of point. It will this is final logic which triggers the point operation and set the required condition of point. Normal position of NWR is picked up. Normal condition of NWR is picked up, and WLR is also proved there. And normal condition is picked up when point initiation has been started. At that time, NWR will be down, and then point operation will be carried out. It ensures that point is not locked in other route. These things are ensured with this one. Point is not locked in other route. Point is not already set in required condition, and crank handle key in when point operation is in auto mode is there. These two logic we are utilizing. These two logic we are utilizing for mid-stroke reversal preventing relay logic. Suppose point operation when initiated and point operation has started, then we should not in anyhow the operation should be completed. That is XR, mid-stroke preventing relay logic. This logic has been designed for, suppose once point has operation has been started, it should not stop in midway. So this is then point operation window logic. This gives fixed duration of 12 seconds for the point operation. After 12 seconds, supply should be cut off. But in this is this logic is a new modified one, and 2022. Earlier the logic was something different. These are the two logic which are having difference between 2019 IRSTE standard and 2022 IRSTE standard. In 2019 logic, there was a fixed window of 12 seconds was there as output from the EI system. One 12-second window will be there or output from the system, but there was no provision once point is set to normal. In logic itself, there was no provision of there was no provision that once point set it should be the point this supply this bit output of WGR bit should be cut. This provision was not there earlier. In 2009 RDSO standard logic, there was a fixed duration of 12 seconds for WGR dot J to give output. But in 2022, we have changed this one. We have changed the logic in such a way that once 12 second, a fixed window of 12 seconds should not be available for point operation, but it should cut off from the system itself, from logic itself, once point is set. Nowadays, how we are achieving, as per 2019, how we are achieving 12-second window is available. Once point is set to normal or point set to reverse, then through NC or RC contact, supply will be cut off. This is as per 2019 RDSO logic. But now, what will happen? With this logic, this WGR.J, that will that with this logic itself, this WGR, this window is of 12 seconds, but this will cut off WGR.J supply once indication will be available. So now with this logic, there is no need of like we can extend supply through NC or RC contact. Directly through logic itself, once point is set, the supply will be cut off. Point switching logic. This is final output logic which enables picking of external relay for operation of point. Drops once NWKR, RWKR or WGR is down. WGR down means the window of 12 seconds is down, and WKR, RWKR, that these things are for what point operation has been there, that is completed. It ensures that point is not already in desired position. Means if point is operated for normal, that NWKR is already not available. Point is required to be brought to desired position, means NWR, that logic is there. Operating window is open, means WGR is already available from the system. Point is not under operation in opposite direction, that is also in sort 3, this logic. And after this particular logic is picked up, then through this one, external relay is picked up. As per RDSO standard, NWCR directly it should be utilized. But in southern relay practice, what we are doing, again with NWCR, we are again making pickup of another NWCR which is available physically outside. But as per RDSO, there is directly we can utilize the whatever output available through NWCR and RWCR. But here for extra caution, what we have done, we have picked up another relay through that relay context we are further using for next logics. Point detection logic, NWKR and RWKR. This logic detects the position of point at site. This gives steady and flashing indication of to video operator. Like when point is correctly set, NDKR, RDKR is up. When NDKR is up and NWR is up, then NWKR down. These are the conditions for point to be in flashing condition or point to be in a steady condition. These are the interface relay which we are using. These, as per RDSO standard, these are interface relay, but we are using some these relays also with RWCR and WGR. These relays also we are using as interface relay, output relay, extra relay we are using before picking up these interface relays. Here NWZR and RWZR, these are the normal, these are latch relays, and WCZR1, this is normally drop, and this picks up through WZR.J bit and down contacts of external relay NDKR and RDKR in series. Once both contact is once normal and reverse both contact are not available, and WZR.J means that particular window of 12 seconds that is available at that time, WCZR is picked up through this one. And once WCZR1 picked up, then another relay WCZR is picked up. This heavy duty relay which will be utilized for extending 110 supply for supply. NWCZR and RWCZR relay. This is output relay of NWCR and RWCR bit. As for RDSO, this should NWCR and RWCR. This should enable that interface relay NWCZR and RWCZR. But instead, we are picking up one relay NWCR RWCR. Through that, we are again picking up NWCZR and RWCZR relay. NDKR RDKR relay. This is external relay, picks up when point is set in desired position. It ensures NDKR RDKR ensures that point is correctly set in desired direction, and external latch relay position correspond with the point setting condition, and point protection is provided by contrary latch relay. These things are ensured by this NDKR and RDKR. This RDSO NWCR, RWCR, suppose once picked up, and then WGR.J, WGR relay. Suppose this window of 12 seconds, these three will pick up one WCZ1R relay, and this WCZ1R relay will pick up another heavy duty relay WCZR1, WCZR. Through that, 110 supply will be extended. These are the latch relays. It's not clear. These are the NWZR and RWZR. These are the latch relays. Once, suppose point has been operated for normal, point NWCR, this is up, point has been operated for normal. This now NDKR is not available, this is down, then what will happen? This yes sir. Yes sir. Rest, okay.
Time.
Okay. Sir, now we'll discuss whatever failure we have experienced there. What is the main problem we are encountering, or not actually the EI failure, but due to wrong operation, mostly due to SM, because they are unable to know what is the position of the knob. Because in new EI, we are not providing the knob position, whether it is normal or reverse. So they are not able to know whether whether route has been initiated or not. Once in Kalangai, what happened? they have cleared one signal. They have cleared one signal. Already 110 volt supply fuse has been blown out. They have reversed the signal knob because here one menu is coming 1A for A. Root button separately no need to be pressed, but point was not favorable, so root not appeared. So this information SM was not having that whether root has been initiated or not. Then once root is initiated, it will drop the WLR. Then further point operation will not be possible. In that case, they will try to operate once fuse has been restored. 110 supply has been restored. Still they try to operate the point, but it could not be able to operate because already there was one root already be initiated. Through that route, particular route, they wanted to even in that point was already locked. In locked condition, they were trying to operate the point. So it was not possible. Once point is locked with particular route, then point cannot be operated. So when it has been observed from the MTC panel that particular point is locked, then that particular route has been released and then point could have been operated. Further, this has been already given. Route initiation indication has been given that whether one particular route is initiated or not. These were there, but even we are SNT staff and as well as SM, we were not having proper focus at that time whether we can observe this one. Apart from that, one more thing we have noticed, sometimes suppose 1A, 1B, they have given one common indication. Sometimes SM by mistake they clear 1B, and at that time we are not able to know and they then again try to clear 1A signal. At that time they are unable to know whether this 1B is initiated or 1A initiated. 1B already initiated and they are trying to initiate 1A at the same time. At that time this problem arises. So better if you provide for 1A, 1B for each, if you make one matrix and give, that will be better for easy diagnosis and earlier we can find out these problems. The same type of failure again we have encountered. One specific issue with the WZR we have encountered that one particular route has been knob and root button separately we have to press. One root button has been one signal knob has been reversed, but root button has not been pressed. For that point was not in favorable condition. Earlier it was done. Later on they tried to clear another signal for which point was in favorable condition. They have pressed the root button along with that particular point. But earlier another signal was made reverse or the same route was not selected. Once the route was selected, that is applicable for the previous signal plus new signal. In this case, what happened? Route came for the second signal, but signal was not clear. At that time, it gives the information that route came for the second signal, but on the panel, but the signal was not clear because earlier another signal already has been reversed. Signal knob has been reversed. This gives indication that signal itself not picked up, any signal payload is there. Suppose any signal knob is reversed, one indication is already given. Signal after operation of any signal knob reverse, there is indication will be there, but only one indication is there. Suppose they have cleared some other signal, also it will lit. So if there also if you give some matrix type of indication whether that particular knob is rotated, then it will be easier for them. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Akhilesh, for the presentation. Yes, question.
No.
Hello. Akhilesh, first, thank you for a very good presentation. You have in-depth understood the circuit, the philosophy behind the latest circuit. Just since you are maintaining the station, you are maintaining Walaja Road station.
Yes, sir.
A lot of emergency operations have been introduced here. which has to be operated by the operating department. Has there been any situation where they have to use this in any of the emergency operations for dealing trains other than testing it?
So far, we have not observed, sir, in Walaja. And in Talangai, one time there has been one particular route was held up. At that time, they have operated. One particular route was held up because of once train has departed. At that time, route was held up, and through phone itself, we have asked them to SM. They have operated those things, and they have got the route clear.
Okay. So that is one benefit. Like otherwise, S&D staff would have to go to the site and do the route release.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. At that time, we have asked, and the route was clear, and train was departed. So that was benefit.
Okay. And then regarding the two suggestions that you have mentioned, we will definitely look into this regarding individual showing the which route has been held up. But the second one, I'm not able to get what exactly was the issue.
Sir, second one is suppose one particular signal is cleared. Balaja is given with signal knob plus route button. Both has to be operated by one station master. So one particular knob is reversed, but no signal route button has been pressed. For another later on.
Okay, that is only for the Balaja, but that is not as per the latest RDSO scheme, no?
Yes,
Okay, then it's okay.
Hello. Did you find any difference in the old circuit and latest RDSO circuits, which is more beneficial? And any issues are coming up with the new RDSO circuits, other than what you told us, some suggestion?
Sir, that particular I have told that particular route is appearing on panel. That is old one. For new point operation and all, that is we are not finding issue. That is okay. That is okay. Only thing is this whenever one train has been passed, anytime they are cancelling the route. Suppose one signal they have cleared, but because of anything train has not arrived. But they have to cancel. They have to cancel and cancel the signal and clear the route. That particular menu option is there. Once they exercise that particular option, for each operation, the counter will jump. So they have to fill too many entries in the counter register. So for SM, as for SM, suppose we are asking, suppose we are available in auto section, we are asking them to clear some signal, LSS or something we want to check. At that time, they demand that we should come, we should go and because anytime they will clear the signal and cancel again, the counter will be jumping. So for them, there will be a lot of entries for each testing. So this is, I think, why for each signal cancellation they have given the counter. Those things something it seems like it is excess. Signal, they have cleared the signal even for testing or for anything. Train has not arrived. They will cancel the signal and release route. These two options are available. Suppose they have we have asked them for testing. They have suppose in auto yard means we will go SNTNM we will go and do. But suppose we are available in auto section sometimes coming from opposite side and we want to give for testing LSS clear and some position we want to know of the signal. At that time it is difficult because it is a little bit further distance. At that time that they say we will clear the signal and again we will cancel it, again route will jump, and this is required frequently. So each time we will cancel the signal without any arrival of train, there is a jump of counter.
No, this is told by them or your experience?
This is told as for them. They are hesitating for giving this.
No, they express this view.
Yes, they are saying that why this count means they are feeling hesitation in giving this testing and all because counter is jumping very frequent. Means for all the operations.
No, for maintenance point of view, are you facing any issues?
No,
because now entire thing, now entire thing being centralized.
Okay, sir.
Most of things being all functions being shifted from the field to central locations. For maintenance point of view, because earlier you will go to the site and there itself you will know everything and then you will be able to restore it. Now all the functions available there in the central locations. Are you facing any issues are there?
One issue is there, sir. Like now fuse arrangement and all we are having in relay room itself. Specifically, when we want to check current of signal at when we are going for maintenance, we are at site outdoor. Site we are present. At that time, we want to check currents and all. Mostly we will do with care. But suppose we are opening any link or something got short, so we have to rush to the relay room and we have to change the fuse. If fuse arrangement is provided instead of relay room, it is provided at location, that will be better. Or if we do duplication, that will be excess. Or outdoor, it should be available where we are checking the current in outdoor itself. Then it will be more beneficial. During maintenance, we are feeling free for checking the currents and all.
So your staff also familiarized with the entire thing?
Yes,
How
sir,
much
yes,
they
sir.
are, now they are capable of doing entire thing now?
Yes, sir. I cannot say 100%, but yes, they are learning. Many of them has been learned a lot.
Understood.
Yes, sir.
Any questions from? Oh, if yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Very good, Akhilesh. Now we'll go with the next presentation. Timing is 25 minutes for presentation, 5 minutes for question and answers, please. I request all to stick to the timings.
I cordially welcome our PCST sir, Sri Selvadurai sir, and our CST project sir, Sri Shantiram sir, onto this event of IRST seminar, Chennai chapter, October 2022. And our second presentation is on remote diagnostics and predictive maintenance system. And this has been presented by Tapas Paul. He's representing the firm Bitcom Technologies Private Limited, and this presentation will be like online.
Welcome all members. Good afternoon, everyone. Today's topic, remote diagnostic and predictive maintenance system. So this is how we came to this remote diagnostic and predictive maintenance system. So in 2015, we have started some trial, and after that, in 2000 RDPM FRS, in 2021 FRS is came with RDSO is came with the FRS RDPM 2021. So in this functional requirement, they have suggested the railways to install this RDPMS system and get trial and get the benefit from this system. So with this RDSO specification FRS, we have started our system installing with some of these stations, and how the system will benefit we will discuss. So today's agenda is we will get to know about the Bitcom, how we are developing and how the system will work. Then the objective of this RDPMS system, then why we need this predictive maintenance system in today's date. So then we will move to architecture, connection scheme, how these devices are connected and how it is being benefiting to the system. Scope of monitoring, then summary of installations, implementation process and site installations, solution features. Then we will go through one of the demonstration and AI and ML overview of the product predictive maintenance system. Next. So the Bitcom, about Bitcom, please back to previous page. So about Bitcom, Bitcom is an Indian company headquartered at Noida, and it is founded in 2011. We have several offices over India. In Noida, we have 2 offices, and in Nagpur, we have an extended development house, and mostly 70 plus of engineers which are working in Bitcom, all are from engineering backgrounds. Then we have some certification, like in software we have CMMI level 3, and we have some ISO certification 9000 2008 and 27001. We are provider from long time, we are a provider of S&T products and solution in Indian Railway. Stringent development and QA process we follow. Our services, mostly we do research and prototype development, product development, data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, optimized solution development, managed services, and training and maintenance supports. In solutions, we have different solutions like network management solutions, geographical information system, GIS based solution, enterprise communication system like VoIP system for in railway, also VIP system, soft switches, Tetra, GSM, gateway interfaces, optical fiber monitoring system, optical fiber management system, train-borne communication integration, IoT-based predictive maintenance system, project monitoring system. And our prestigious customers are Indian Railways. Railtel is our business partner, IT service partner we are. So BSNL, TCL, and more. Indian Navy. In Delhi Metro, we have done some around 30 station of predictive maintenance system. In Mumbai monorail, we have done. In Kolkata Metro, we have done some of the stations. Next, please. So objective of remote diagnostic and predictive maintenance system, the first and very important objective of this system is to reduce the failures and improve the train operation with the help of latest technologies like Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. Secondly, to assist the maintenance team in taking appropriate maintenance action in advance to prevent the failure of signaling gears. Third is 24/7 monitoring so that we can reduce the MTTR and it will help maintenance staff before failure they can attend the gears. The centralized data collection and analysis will give help to analyze the root cause of the failures and which is likely to fail. They can analyze and they can prevent the failure or predict the failure before it happens. Then MIS reports and centralized asset management system improves the asset utilization and planning. How it will improve the utilization and planning? It will improve the utilization and the planning when you will have the reports like which asset in next 6 months is going to expire its quarter life, which asset is utilizing more, which assets are need to be monitored, which asset is unhealthy. So you can prepare a procurement plan before 6 months or 3 months or year back so that planning and utilization can be better with this help of reports and centralized monitoring system. So earlier we had a preventive or periodic maintenance. What we were doing, we were, if in 7 days or 15 days we were going to the field and we are doing some maintenance, then so that it should not be fail in sometimes. So moving from that phase to the predictive maintenance, we will do the maintenance on the need basis. Whenever it is required, that time only we will do the maintenance. So what happens if we do more maintenance, if some system is not needed maintenance, and if we are doing maintenance regularly, so that's over maintenance can fail the system or it can degrade the efficiency of the system. So it will help the when the asset needs its maintenance and when we need to do the maintenance. So moving from the preventive to the predictive maintenance. Next. So what we are monitoring today, right now we are monitoring point machines, signals, then Excel counters, level crossing gates. Then in SSDEC there are error codes, then IPS integrated power supplies, then track circuit chargers. In track circuits there are so many components like track chargers, track relays, batteries, then chokes. These all track circuit components are monitoring. Then we have DC track circuit, AC track, AFTC, audio frequency track circuit, TX, RX coils. Then cables, one of the major assets of Indian Railway is the cable. So we are monitoring the cable also. Cable monitoring is possible with the help of the IoT technology. then relays, and then batteries, and many more S&T assets. Next. So in point machine, so we are monitoring operating voltage, operating current signature. The point is a event. It is not a continuous operation. So the biggest challenge is the point is event-based system. Whenever required, the station master operates the machine, and that time we don't know the health of the point machine. Will it will operate or not? That we don't know initially. So monitoring this machine with the event data is very important, because if I am having a system which is current, continuously flowing current or voltage, we can monitor and we can say this is going to be fail, or we can predict based on the time series data. But in case of point machine, this is a event data. So how this event data we can capture, and we can say this machine is misbehaving or abnormality is there. So we can see here in this chart that point operation is there. The operating current versus operation time. The good point machine, which is good range, is around 2 to 3 second or 3 to 4 second, the point operation gets completed. So if the operation time is more, it is taking more time, and the operating time simultaneously it is increasing. So this can be a soft obstruction on the or dryness in the point machine while set and lock of the point machine. So this type of this signature or this type of data can help to predict the point behavior, and can get to know before this point failure that this is the classification of the point machines. Then obstruction voltage and currents, detection voltage, the important parameters like NWKR, RWKR. In previous seminar also we were seeing the NWKR and RWKR, how the detection was proving. So in NWKR and RWKR is the most important parameter to know the point is in normal or reverse direction, or can we operate this point machine or not. So detection voltages we are monitoring with the additionally vibration. So to get to know the slipper loose packing, the point loose packing, we can get to know with the vibration data, the acceleration, velocity, and the displacement. If the machine or the slipper, we will put the vibration sensor inside the point machine. If the machine the displacement in Z direction, that means earth to the ground, the displacement is more, so the packing of that machine is loose. So in this way we are predicting the machine before anything happens. We are generating alarms. So these are the typical alerts and alarms that we are getting right now. We are deriving from these alarms. So point failed due to obstruction. Whenever any obstruction is there, hard obstruction is there, we are getting the alarms that obstruction is there with because of the operation time is increased. Point failed due to detection, point not failed but abnormal due to minor obstruction. It is not failed, but maybe in next 2-3 operation, after 2-3 operation, it can get failed. Point operation with less lubrication, point operation more than 50% deviation from its previous operation, loose packing with the help of vibration sensors. These are the alerts and alarms we are deriving. Next, please. In track circuit, like charger input voltage, charger output voltage, charger output current, feed voltage in feed end side, relay voltage, then feed end current, relay end current, TPR that outdoor, and TPR in indoor, choke voltage, resistance voltage, relay choke voltage. If in relay side there is a choke, then relay choke voltage. So why we need to monitor this much of parameter? Like if I take an example of TPR outdoor and TPR indoor. So if my indoor to outdoor one TPR cable is going, and it is of 1 kilometer of length, and in indoor from outdoor the cable is returning to the indoor. So in outdoor, I am getting 30 volt, and indoor it is coming only 26 volt. So and it is gradually increasing. So we can get to know from outdoor to indoor, there is in 1 kilometer cable, there is a loss of 4 volt. Then if it is gradually increasing, we can get to know this is the cable insulation or any other factor is affecting this cable health. So this cable is degrading. So this type of alarm we are generating with this data. So we need more number of inputs, more number of functions to be captured with the sensor to get this type of details. Similarly, for leakage, if some track circuit is more leakage is there, or if some jumper cable is breaking or open voltage is there, not only we are predicting or we are getting the data before it is failure. It also helps if something is failed and something is failed and it is not the analysis is possible with the system with the data, because when some system is failed, we don't have the data, history data or the real time data. We need to go and we need to visit that location or system, and we need to measure the data. Then only we will get the data and we can do the analysis. But if I have the data 24/7 without visiting or without going to that location, and with the data I can analyze it, I can rectify that fault far better than if I am doing it manually. Some of the alerts and alarms. So some of the alerts and alarms in these track circuits are user defined thresholds, like user knows that how my system is working, in which voltage range it works better. So user can define the threshold, like charger input should be 90 volt, less than 90 volts I should get alarms, or if it is more than 125 volts I should get alarms. So user can define their thresholds. Then complex machine-based alerts, some like analysis of feed and relay voltage, feed and voltage is equal to relay and voltage, like in case of open voltage or jumper cut. So that type of alarms. Then due to some relay failures, component failure of the track circuits, like some slipper shorting or choke fault or charger defective. Charger is giving output voltage but not giving the output current because it is not taking the load. So charger is defective or not. Most of the failure comes, the charger failure is coming, and we have predicted so many charger failure that this charger is misbehaving in intermittently. It is not giving the current output. So they can rectify that or change that charger with new charger, and this way the charger failure or the charger can be rectified before it fails. Charger off on cable degradation, like I have explained in case of TPR. So cable degradation, we can predict this cable is degrading or not. Relay over energization, every relay is having some rated voltage, like the mostly Q1 relay is 1.4, rated voltage is 1.4, and it should not be more than 300% of the relay rated voltage. So it should not be more than 1.18 something. So if it is more than continuously more than 4.2, it is going 4.55. So relay can get damaged. So this warnings, relay over energization. Leakage increases. There are two types of leakage. One is whenever rain is coming, so leakage is increasing, and one is the due to rust or other particles, the real current is increasing and the leakage is increasing. So distinguishing between two and giving the alarms. Next. Then signal, in signal, every aspect we need to monitor the every aspect voltage and current. So we are monitoring the every aspect voltage and current, either it's a main signal, root signal, shunt signal, calling signal. And another thing is the relay, the cutting relay or proving relay, that is HPR, DPR. So that is also we are measuring. And the alerts and alarms like signal bobbing, signal blanking, LED is consuming less current or less voltage is consuming, and cable degradation of that particular aspect voltage. So this is possible. Next. In SSDEC or Excel counter, there is a vital relays, VR is there, vital relays is there, and preparatory relays, and then hard reset is there. That is plus RX, TX voltages. So RX, TX is a frequency based voltages, 33 kilohertz or 21 kilohertz of frequency it is having. So that voltages we are monitoring. Also from the diagnostic port of the diagnostic data we are capturing, like Excel counter is giving from its reset box. So that is monitoring in Excel counter. Next, please. In level crossing gates, the relay status of each boom and the operating voltage of boom and operating current of the boom, and both boom closed or not. Uh, one boom is open, one boom is closed, and there is a sometimes failure in detection. That thing we can monitor and give alarms. Next, please. In IPS battery, in battery there is very important parameter is the while discharging, because the battery are always in the charging state. Ideally it is in charging state. So whenever any battery is in charging state, we cannot monitor the health of that battery. So we need to monitor it whenever it is discharging. So while discharging, how much current and voltage it is taking. Like if I am having 55 number of cells and it is in discharging state, so initially in minus 20 ampere it is there, and my voltage initially when it was in charging state, so that time it was 120 volt, 120 volt DC output was there. And whenever it is going in discharge states, so there was a 5 volt of drop is there. So from 120 volt, it was 115 volt it came to. And when this sudden change or sudden drop of the voltage is increasing to such levels, we can say from this all battery output, the output is the battery health is degrading. So we need to do maintenance. Now from 55 cells, which battery is weak? So we can monitor 55 of them individually. We can monitor each voltage, so we can get to know which cell is damaged, which cell is giving low output voltage. And another way of doing is we can group it by 10 10 10, and we can just say that group 1 is degrading, or group 2 is degrading, or group 3 is degrading. So there can be, but we need to do it in such a way that when it is discharging, that time we should get the alarm. So there is a scheduled maintenance of 3 or 4 hours of IPS battery. That time the system is uh, monitoring very within one second that what is the changes, and it is generating the alarms. Okay. Next, please. If somewhere AFTC audio frequency track circuit is there, there is a transmitting voltages TX and receiving voltage RX is there. So there is Siemens FTGS or Ensoldo FTGS system is there in AFTC. So TX and RX monitoring, it is around 200 millivolt to 6 or 700 millivolt. It is also a frequency based voltage is there. So with this TX and RX voltage, we can get to know from which side, transmitting side or receiving side, there is a issue. Next, please. Monitoring of fiber. Fiber is a very essential or very nowadays the fiber is the main asset for the Indian Railway. not only Indian Railway, for the entire nation, fiber is the most valuable asset. So my fiber should be every time my fiber should be available, or it should not be degrade, or it should work properly. So that for that we need to monitor the fiber. One is the active fiber monitoring, another is the dark fiber monitoring. So we suggest do the dark fiber monitoring, because in active fiber, you know, your system is working or not. If it is when we require the dark fiber, when your active fiber is not working, that time we need the dark fiber. So if that time your dark fiber is not working, or it is health is not good, so you cannot ship to the dark fiber. So if you're monitoring the dark fiber, and if it is up every time, if your active fiber is degrading, or health is cut is there, you can ship to the dark fiber anytime. So, and monitoring of the dark fiber is possible. So we put a RTU in each side, and this RTU can monitor up to 75 kilometer of fiber in each side of this section. So next. So the RDPM, remote diagnostic and predictive maintenance system architecture, in simple way, we can say there is a sensors connected to the gears. So the Internet of Things, IoT, the IoT words itself is the Internet of Things. Whenever a things is connected to the internet, we call it as a Internet of Things. So here my things is sensors, things is gears, which is connected to the sensors, voltage and current. So these sensors can be voltage and current, both, or temperature, humidity, vibration, anything. So voltage and current, when we are connected to the gears with the help of sensors, and we are getting the analog values, and then the IoT device. Then this IoT device when this IoT device with wireless communication, when this IoT device with wireless communication is
Mr. Tapas, can you please rush through because we are getting late?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. 5 more minutes, please.
Okay, so we were discussing the IoT device with wireless communication system sends data to the central cloud, and this from central cloud we are accessing the data in the mobile or our PC, or from the internet. We can get the data from anywhere with the help of internet. And the another is the with the local communication, the device is sending data to the station gateway, where the station user or maintenance terminal can be connected and data can be seen. Next, please. Solution component is the field IoT device. One is the field IoT device with communication modules, which is in the existing location box. We do not need any extra location boxes. Sensors and transducers, voltage sensors, current transducers we need. Field gateway, station IoT device with protocol converter at the station. Protocol converter requires when we need to integrate with the AI data logger or MSDAC system. Local server and edge cloud is the optional. We can put a local server at every station, or we can option it. Divisional or subdivisional server, cloud server, software components like IoT platforms, and the software, IoT software is there. Local maintenance terminal at a station for viewing and accessing the data. Mobile application, web application, ad layout is there. Next. So connection scheme, how we are connecting or how we are measuring this voltage. This is just an example. In left side, we can see there is an Indian Railway circuit, and in right side, we are taking the input from the Indian Railway circuit to our device and monitoring. For the voltage measurement, you can see here the directly tapping is done from the railway termination panel panel in the location box. So it is going to the device, and this voltage measurement is galvanically isolated or optically isolated. And the second is the non-intrusive current sensor used to measure the so non-intrusive current transducer is used to measure the current. And this device works on the 110 volt AC input as well as 24 volt DC power supply. Both will work simultaneously. Next, please. So some of our installations like zones, we are present in Central Railway, NFR, NWR, NCR, WCR. Right now we have installation around 14 divisions and 45 stations. In railway, in DMRC we have 25 plus stations. In Kolkata Metro we have 20 plus installations. And the last installation is in this year, and the oldest installation was in 2018. That is going on. Next, please. Some of the installation photographs where in first photo we can see there is a non-intrusive current sensor, rail-mounted non-intrusive current sensor. In second, we can see IoT device at the location box. In third, we can see a device at the indoor where it is installed. And this is the, in fourth photo, we can see SSDEC reset box integration with IoT device. Then there is a local antenna, high gain wireless antenna. This is a LoRa antenna, or this can be a Zigbee antenna, which works on 2.4 gigahertz and 868 megahertz for local communication. Then edge computer and maintenance terminal at the stations. Then IoT device at the existing location box, and there is a full view of this photo where we can see the this device is very compact. It is taking only 300 mm of the 300 by 300 mm of the location box inside the location box. Some RTU in the point machine JB. In JB itself, there is a device installed, a small device installed where voltage and current is monitoring. Next, please. Software. In software, we have a web and mobile application. In web, there is a ad layout. In ad layout, we can see the operation as well as the last data, the online data, last data we can see in the dashboard. Then there is a different dashboard for different system. Like for point machine, there is a operation charts, and in third photo we can see there is a highlighted view for entire station, which asset is went down, then asset utilization, then alarms, then cloud portal, then different dashboards is there. Next, please. In mobile application, these are the mobile application where different dashboards are available. I will show you in the mobile application. Next, please. These are the reports which can be derived from the system. So first is the asset utilization reports, performance report, MTTR reports, MTBF report, impact of failures, frequently failures, gears, overall cost reduction analysis, most abnormal parameters, which parameter in which gear type is failed most, list of gear that frequently generates alerts. These are the types of alerts that we can derive from the this data, this system. Next, please. Some of the data is here, the report is here. First, in first report, there is a installation in some stations which is showing, this report shows the trend line for the failure rate after RDPMS installation. From January to September, it is showing the 6-month data. So from January to right now till September, there is a trend line is downwards. After installation and using of this RDPMS system, they are getting the they are reducing the failure, and this trend line is going down. So we can get this type of reports that system is benefiting or not. In next report, we are getting frequently failure gears. In a section, I have 4 or 6 or 7 stations. In that 7 station, which gears fail most? So most failure gears in last 1 month or last 3 months in that section. So we can get to know summary of failure, which type of failure is most. Error logs we can download and we can send it as a report. Most failure gears, which gear is mostly failed and which is most getting unhealthy, that is also. Maintenance downtime report, which gear is taking most downtime for the maintenance, that report. Next please. There is some hardware. These are some hardwares which is installed all around the Indian Railways. Some is the 48 channel RTU, second is the compact rugged RTU, where for IP68 ratings. Then RDPMS edge gateway is there, then current sensors, then cable earth resistance monitoring unit, then fiber monitoring system, then wireless system. Then there is a compact IoT device. It is like a mobile, like our mobile device. In that size, this device can be installed in the extremely compact place. So we can monitor 2 or 3 voltages, and this device will be helpful there. This device is inbuilt with the some local storage. Like 60 days of storage is there, up to 60 days data it can be stored. Also there is a provision of the SD card, so that data can be stored more in case of communication failure. And every device is capable of accepting the communication type or media as 4GLT, Zigbee, LoRa, RS232, RS485, Ethernet, and OFC based. So based on the field requirement, we configure at the site, and we install the device which communication media is required. Small, the antennas are very small. We do not need to put a very big antenna outside of the location box. All the antennas and everything will be inside the location box only. Next, please. Then there is a asset management is possible, where asset health, asset information like make, model, installation date, order life, when it is expiring, when maintenance is due, and how much maintenance is done on time or not done on time. So that report and that management, how many asset or how many track circuit, how many point machine available in my inventory, so that procurement plan can be done in early stages. Next, please. Site installation procedure is the first we go to the site. We do the survey of a station. It takes 2 to 3 days to survey entire station. Then we prepare a design of the station. It takes 2 to 3 days to prepare a design. Then installation of devices. It takes a 15 to 20 days of time to install devices. Then configuration and calibration with the calibrated meter. It takes 5 to 10 days to ensure all data is proper and calibrated. Rule setup is the threshold values and the alarm settings and user onboarding on the application. This takes 2 to 3 days, and lastly we do the commissioning, go live in the last 1 day. So it almost takes 30 to 35 days to install one site. So this can be reduced if we have the first two part, like survey of the station and design part, mostly we can get the data by SIP or CCP. So this 4 or 5 days can be reduced and it can be prepared in IRSTE. Next, please. So there are some prediction models, how we are getting the predicting the assets. So and the K-means and linear regression rightly. Currently, we are using these two models, K-means
Mr.
and
Tapas,
linear
can you please
regression.
skip this thing?
Okay.
Yes, you can show the demo and you can close.
Yeah. Okay. I will go to the live demo.
Yes, please.
So here I am logging in the one of the station where this is the alarms and the history of alarm is there. So in this station, I have several types of alarms. So I can have the active alarms and the clear alarm. Right now, I don't, I will see is there any active alarm in my station or not. So these are some active alarms are there. So which is currently not cleared, still it is active. Then the event type is prediction. One is the event type is prediction. One is the information. One is the failed, already failed, critical item. So I can see here on this date, 20 10/22 at 15:54 hours, JGM 105 point machine is drying and the severity is warning. Alert value is 3.82, and this is a prediction type of alarm where this alert is showing operating current is higher than usual and the probability of failure of this point machine is 83%. So with that models we are predicting. Last time it was operated with the last in some operation it was taking less current than this. Right now it is taken. So there is 83% of chance that this point machine can be fail in next some operation. So right now we cannot predict that in next operation or in next some operation in how many operation it will going to fail, but it is definitely some percentage we are giving that this is deviated and this is, the failure chances is 83%. So similarly there can be so many types of alarms like Excel counter low voltage, low TX voltage is there. TX1 is low for last 5 minutes. So it is showing the alert value is 20.109 volt. TX1 is last for last 5 minutes, and both TX1, TX2 is less. So this is still active. This system is failed. Then similarly, I can access last 7 days, last 14 days, last 15 days, last 3 months, or I can get the data from the history also. So if I select last 10 days, I can see here so many alarms are there, and right now I want to see some history of the data. I can search here some here. So this is one type of failure, Excel counter error, and this is giving the details like this is self count mismatch error, and the error code is 32, and it was occurred created on 19/10/2022, and 8:24 was the time, and clear on 8:39. So this was the created time. This is the clear time. For this much minute, around 15 minutes, it was checked because it is still self count mismatch error. So this type of logs can be accessed through this portal. Then second, the point machine. I have some point machine in my stations. I can see last operated normal voltage, reverse voltage, operating time, peak current, operating current, and the operation type. So here I can see the live data last operated time on 4/19, and the operation was of 2.9 second, 2.8 second, and this shows the operation was started up to 1 second. It was stable. After that, the movement of sliding, movement of that um, tongue rail is started, and then operation was taken. 2.4 ampere current was taken by the point machine. Then it was set and lock at 2.8 second. So if my operation time is more, then the system will generate alarm that system is obstructed with some hard obstruction. And if the obstruction time is not that much more, if slightly deviating for this operation time and operating current is more, the system will generate some alarms related to like drying and soft obstruction is there. Similarly, detection, point machine detection is there. So every detection I can see NWKR and RWKR and latest date and time, recorded time. Then there is a battery health monitoring system where we have taken a group-wise voltages. In first group, there is a 23.37 output voltage is there. So every group, and total that total output voltage is 123 of both the batteries. One is the 115, one is the 123. So we can see here the battery in west W5 is more giving output, and in east we are getting less output of the voltage. So we can identify from here itself that in W3 there is a 66.82 and there is a W3 62.44. So in this E3 bat E3 is having less output, so this group needs to be do maintenance, or this requires a maintenance. This graph shows the charging and discharging pattern. While discharging, how much current or how much load it is taking. So I can see here minus 33 ampere up to minus 33 ampere it is taking, and while it is in charging, so it went up to 17.34 ampere.
Mr. Tapas, we'll close now because already 45 minutes you have exceeded. More than 45 minutes you have taken. Now, thank you very much, Mr. Tapas. Now we'll open the session for questions.
Yeah, thank you.
Give it to somebody else also.
Mr. Tapas?
Yes, sir.
I am Shantiram, CST Projects.
Yes, sir.
One doubt actually, what is the accuracy of your sensors which have been used for the measurements?
The sensor performance.
Yeah. How accurate the performance, the sensors?
So accuracy of the sensors are like, sir, it's around 2% accurate. In case of current, it is 2%. In case of voltage, it is, sir, 1.5% of the accuracy you will get. So if I am measuring 100 volt, you will get around
2% or 98%? No, 2% or 98%?
2% of accuracy means 98% you will get. Means if I am measuring 100 volt, so there can be tolerance of 2 volt.
What are the calibrations done for the sensors?
Parameters for the sensors like
calibration. How do you do the calibration?
Okay, calibration of the sensor is purely software based. We do not require any hardware for the calibration. So initially,
how do you change the performance of the device?
Sorry, sir. What?
Calibration. I am asking calibration. Can you calibrate this sensors? No.
Calibration remotely it is not possible. We need to go into the system. From that system, we can connect our laptop or desktop. We can calibrate it.
Okay. Any kind of certifications for these sensors?
Yes, sir. We are certified from the NABL lab, and also the sensors are from imported sensor. EN certified. EN certification is there.
For each and every sensor.
Each and every sensor is EN certified, sir.
Thank you.
Tapas, PCST Selludrai here.
Yes, sir.
I saw your presentation, nearly 100 systems you have installed some 4-5 railways. How long
Yes,
you are in that field?
Sir, we are almost 12 to 13 years in this domain, railway domain. And in this RDPMS, we are from 2015, sir.
No, the thing is that what that system recently only it is started getting the focus, and many places being done. Even in Southern Railway also one of the place we are done, and the installation what is done, what is the outcome comes out of it, the utilization by the user is very less, because the most of things is you are collecting the data. What you are doing with the data is not fully tuned to our requirements. At the end of the day,
Yes.
it is also one of the ornamental item kept in the stations. It is not a very easy solution also, it is very costly. Earlier we used to done 50 lakhs, 60 lakhs entire station. Now your system itself comes around that range. But the benefit what you are getting it is very less, and the data what we are utilized, it is not focused on the predictive. So by using that, I am not able to reduce any number of failures. I am not able to reduce any number of schedules of my maintainers unless you come out with a solution. And recently, I will give an example. We already collected the data, SMS alert system connected to the data logger, everything. My maintainer is getting hundreds of SMS alert against the equipment. He will not be able to differentiate which SMS is critical, which SMS is not critical. Because of that, one of the failure it took more than 10 hours. Because he didn't see it. Then after that, conventional method, SM or SM is calling and then advising, then our people moving. Finally, end of the day, we come to the conclusion, yes, these are all only expenditure only, no return. So I don't know how effective your system, whatever 100 system you've done, railway, have you done any analysis? So much hours saved, and so many trains punctuality has been improved. That kind of analysis we should be able to prove. If you have done any kind of that exercise, can you tell in a few words? Maybe 2-3 minutes.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. We have done some analysis in one of 6 station we have done in Southeastern Railway, SER, we have done 6 stations. So we have done analysis in terms of the failure rate, like how much failure we have reduced. So there was we have taken a 6-month data, and we found initially when the RDPMS system was not installed, that time the failure was like 8, 10 or 7 to 10 numbers of failure was in the month. Then there we have installed the RDPMS system. Then first 1-2 months it was taken time them to learn the system and using the system. After using the system 2-3 months, they have attended the alarms and monitored these gears with the help of the system. Then after this, they have reduced 50% of the failures related to that monitoring gears. they have surely said 50% reduced, and this we have analyzed from that field. And already we have deployed a manpower on in the same stations to monitor the performance of our system as well. We have put a manpower for the 6 month in that entire section, and we have get to know whenever any system is predicting, like we given so many alarms 6-7 days before also, that this point machine needs a maintenance. If there is a chance of 70% or 60%, so if it is not attended, there can be possibilities of failure. So it was initially it was given, and after some days, 4-5 days or 6 days, the point machine was failed initially. After that, whenever they have attended and rectifying, they have saved so many failures in this.
Kindly share the data wherever you're done, the analysis purpose with
Yes.
complete statistics. Probably we will be able to
Yes.
appreciate that because before taking up any decision, such equipments which is not in mainline, it is out of the way, then it will be
Yes,
very
sir.
difficult to justify unless it is really giving the benefit. Kindly share the data with our senior DST. He is already having one system. He will be able to compare that.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. We will share you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Tapas.
Thank you, sir.
And the next presentation is on utilizing torque wrench for effective maintenance of signaling equipment fittings by Mr. Sahas Patil, ADST Arakonam.
Good afternoon, sirs. Good afternoon, PCST sirs, all HOD sirs, senior DST coordination sir, senior DST signal sir, deputy sirs, deputy ma'am, DST sirs. My name is Sahas Patil. I'm ADST Arakonam, and I will be presenting a presentation on this utilization of torque range for effective maintenance in signaling equipment fittings. So I'll start the presentation by discussing some of the failures, sir. So some of the failures we have faced in Chennai division, sir. The failures regarding loose fitting. This failure was in Mailpakam Chitteri, sir. Main DP failed due to loose fitting, and at the same time redundant DP also failed. That's why we were able to find out that this track has failed. Next failure was, sir, in Tadku SVF section, where the hashtag falls off the rails. And this failure is in Sholingar Talangai auto section, sir, where due to over tightening of that nut and bolt, that L clamp was broken, and again the track section was failed, sir. This failure was in Vassarpadi, sir. Due to this battery link cutting, the EI got shut down and route was held up. This is also in my section, sir. Due to over tightness, the track got down. So all these failures were due to either over tightening or lesser tightening. So we need to find out the exact amount of torque to be tightened to the nut and bolt. So, sir, this is the solution, sir. Torque wrench. It will provide exact amount of torque to tighten the nut and bolt. Sir, before moving forward, actually all MSDAC and HDAC and SSDAC manufacturers, they will provide the torque range which is required for tightening of nut and bolt. But for the LMLA batteries which we are using, there is no such a provision of torque range. Torque parameters were given. So I have done a calculations before to get to that particular torque. So a little bit of basics are required, sir. I'll go through the basics. So the fasteners, sir, permanent fasteners, and these are called, sir, nut and bolts are non-permanent fasteners. So these are some standards, sir. Like M12 means nominal diameter of 12 mm, and length of the bolt, which is a threaded area, is a 20 mm. This is British standard, sir. We are not utilizing it. This is the Indian standard, sir. We are following all IDSO specifications, and everything is followed by this Indian standard, sir. So here M12 cross 50 4.8 means it is a hexagonal head nut of 12 mm nominal dia, and it has a length of 50 mm. This 4.8 describes as a property class, sir. That means, sir, its ultimate strength is 4 into 100, and 8.8 means it's like 80% of that ultimate strength is a yield strength. We can see on the graph, sir. Ultimate strength is a maximum strength, and yield strength is up to 80% of that. So these are the some calculation which I have done, sir, which I have come across. So these LMLE battery terminal, sir. RDSO specification is IRS 88/2004, sir. Which gives the size of nut and bolt as M8 cross 35. This is the specification drawing, sir. They have provided this specification. Through this, utilizing this torque formula, KFD by 1000, it will give Newton meter. K is the nut factor. Generally, it basically depends on the material, type of material, and the coating we are using for that. It is taken as 0.2. F is a preload, which is calculated in newtons, and D is a nominal diameter, sir. So using this formula, I have come across that torque which is required to tighten the battery nut and bolt, it should be around 10. But because of using this torque range, and we practically when we are seen 0.8 Newton meters is sufficient torque, sir. 8, sir, 8. For VRLA batteries, what I have seen, sir, this Amar Raja, Excite and Power Built, they have given the torque range specified is 16 Newton meter because they are using higher grade. The grade value which I have described, sir, 4.6. They are using a higher grade because of that the torque value torque is increased to 16 Newton meters. So we are utilizing this, sir. Again, sir, this torque, because of this lesser tightening or more tightening, we are facing some problem. The first failure which I have which I have discussed, sir, when the first track was down due to that sensor falls on the rail, and the next track was down due to this. This was the Gg-tronic, sir. So that soup level variation was there because of some loose fitting. Soup level variation will come, sir. So these type of failures we are facing, sir. Siemens, the UE1, UE2 voltage will varies. We have to recalibrate the system. We can recalibrate the system from the hut only, but we have to recalibrate, then it will set up to its 3 volt level. Then in Alt Pro, these levels will vary and system will go to some failed state, and again it will pick up using some supervisory reset or because of the some of the redundant system is working. So these are MSDAC, which are types of digital axle counters we are using, sir. Frosch's, Alt Pro, Siemens, Gg-tronics, all these, except of HDAC sale, all of the above systems are in my section, sir. So these are the Frosch. This is the Frosch's, sir, sensor. Frosch's sensor, it is a clamp type sensor, sir. So we are using M10, that is 15 Newton meter of torque for horizontal adjustment, 40 Newton meter of torque for vertical adjustment, and the clamp adjustment main is 200 Newton meter of torque. So we utilizing different torque setting on the torque range. We are doing this, sir. So this is same, sir, but in Alt Pro all the torque ranges are same, like 100 Newton meters for all the 3 nut and bolts. In Siemens, this is not a clamp type, this is a hole drill type, sir. So we are utilizing only 45 Newton meters, and only 2 bolts are required, sir, here. And this is GG Tronic, sir. It is utilizing more number of nut and bolts. That is 9 number of M12, 2 numbers of M16, and but they are utilizing spring washers and this check nut, sir. So this was the hash deck, sir, which was SS deck, sir, which was failed. This was the second failure which I have discussed, sir. In SS deck, they have improved a little bit, sir. You can see, sir, this first one is the hash deck nut and bolt, and the second one is the SS. First one is the SS deck nut and bolt, and second one is the hash deck nut and bolt. So here they have provided a nylock nut. A nylock nut will go in the only one direction, sir, tightening. While loosening, its nylon threaded is there, so that thread will hold the system in vibrational environment. Wherever the vibrations are there, the industry will use this nylon nut, sir, nylock nut. And the split pin arrangement is also there, sir. And sir, this is the cell. This is the only system I'm not utilizing, sir. The 3 numbers of M12 bolt with 88 Newton meter torque, sir. So this, ma'am, please play the video. Ma'am, volume. Ma'am, volume is not there. At the end, it will click sound will be there. That's the. So, sir, he's setting up the torque up to 45 Newton meter. Says this sound means 45 Newton meter has been achieved. After that, there is no need of any tightness. So it is the optimal level where which we can set it, right? And this is the easiest way, sir, because we can just take a torque wrench and go through entire auto section and we can do it like, and it is the quickest way also, sir. Yes, sir. It OEM, yes, sir, test this kit along with. Yes, sir. MS deck, sir. Sir. Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, the commissioning was done on like within 20, sir, within 20 days, this failure has occurred, sir. So during the time of commissioning, they have not, they would have not used that, use this. After that, we have checked it, sir. 2 days, we have found out 2 DPs were having the same problem. They were on the verge of falling. That soup level was also changed. Now we have entirely gone through that auto section. We have fixed it, and the soup level variation is also minimal, sir. So that sound is not perfect, sir, but yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here in EA battery it is okay, sir, but in track batteries we are facing some problems, sir. So track battery, we have to utilize that tape. Sir, thank you, sir.
It is more prone to failure, that clamp type or screw type?
So, clamp type, sir. Clamp type means, sir, I'm having clamp type process which is not failed till now. Clamp type of GG Tronics is also clamp type. Alt Pro is also clamp type. Alt Pro I have seen 1 or 2 failures, but process I have not seen failure. Siemens is stable, sir. Regarding this loosening and variation, level variation, clamp type is little more prone, sir.
What is the feedback from OEM? What he says?
Sir, in my section, they have Siemens also has tried for clamp type. They have said that there was no failure, but I have not seen it, sir. So I.
The failure happened that OEM you interacted, no?
Yes, sir.
What they say is there any issues on installation problem?
Yes, sir. Always they will say there's some installation problem because the failure will happen during like within 20 days or so, sir.
But they are only certifying, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Before commissioning, they are certifying. Checklist being certified or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. These
jointly it is being certified. Then how it will? They can tell installation problem.
So, sir, the Melpakam Chitteri time they have only said that in Kadambatur TRL the auto section is Alt Pro, sir. There also I have faced this issue. The nut and bolt threads were lost, so they are now replacing that nut and bolt, sir.
Anyway, during a joint inspection along with the OEM, no, you will be doing, no, during pre-checking commissioning list, pre-check commissioning list.
Yes, sir.
You're doing, no?
Sir, project will do, sir. I'll just.
No, division also supposed to involve.
Yes, sir.
And see that any lack noise that we have to brought out.
Yes,
sir. It will be done jointly, no?
No. Sir, installation done, sir, but pre-commissioning checklist also done by projects only. But in this Arakona East section, people started involving, sir. Initially, that GG Tronics failure, that was the eye-opener for us. After that only we have insisted this torque wrench. Even the OEM engineers who has come, they are not aware how to use the torque wrench. That is the feedback he has given also. When we asked them, they are telling, sir, we don't know, we have not been advised to use these things. Then when we started insisting only, then things started improving, sir. That too, he has done a lot of good study on this bolt and nut also. Because every make DP is having different torque wrench to be used. This can be circulated also, sir. But it requires counseling of our staff also, so that they will be able to ensure at the time of commissioning, sir. Before commissioning itself, they should go there and ensure all these things. And our maintenance also is required to be trained on how to use this one. Whereas battery torque wrench, we have faced one problem. Though we have procured 30 numbers, when we started using, what we have observed is bolt size is different, length itself is different. Some places we are able to use it, some places we are unable to use it. That is not standardized as per the IS standards. Whereas this split washers and number of washers used also, it is not uniform across all the installation. Now we are standardizing it, sir. We will ensure that it is jointly checked by Open Line and projects.
Write to OEM also and give a copy to all the field unit also.
Yes, sir.
So that, whatever you observed, these are things will not come only after installation. After
yes,
some time only it will come.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So these are the good feedback. It should be known to everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what, sir. Initially, he has posted there. He has faced the problem. Then that failure is the our triggering point to do the study on this one, sir. We will see that this is reported also, sir, and at the same time circulate to all others, so that we'll ensure our staff is also trained on this aspect, sir.
Good effort. Keep it
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Savas, for the presentation. And the next presentation is on power and cooling solutions for mission critical equipment rooms. And it is presented by Mr. Parthasarathi, the Zonal Manager, Vertiv Energy Private Limited.
I request to stick to the timeline, please, because we are running out of time.
Sure.
Yes, please.
So thanks. Good evening, Vanakkam, Namaste. First of all, I would like to thank you for the opportunity given to us. I will just take 5 minutes for introduce Vertu as an organization. Maybe you may know about a brand called Emerson earlier. Emerson is the organization who got spinned off. One of the division which is power and network power division. Network power division got spinned off as Vertu, named as Vertu. And our core strength as well as key end markets are data centers, communication network, and commercial industrial facilities. We give clean air and clean power. Apart from that, we have an entire product range for data center physical infrastructure. So here, as far as Vertu is concerned, what we are doing specially or differently, we have a team where they can able to take most complex challenges as far as mission critical infrastructures are concerned. We even take challenges where you want to customize certain things. We take, our team works and deliver. That is what our key strength. Our expertise are in, one is communication network. When we talk about any mobile networks or towers across India, we have our installation as far as DC. And AC power, we have an entire range of solution. Our tagline is again architects of continuity. We are not just giving solution as far as product is concerned. It is not only product. How that product is being integrated in your infrastructure to meet your end deliverables. That is our thought process. All our products are designed keeping in the mind, is it going to deliver the end result in the given scenario. So that is how, and the base mantras remain same, like safety, reliability, efficiency, and is it digitally connected or not. This is about our global presence. So the offerings, when we talk about offerings, critical infrastructure, integrated rack solution, which is the latest trend, and services as a separate offering which we have. The presence across globe, Americas, EMEA and AP. The end market remains same, data center, communication network, and commercial industrial facilities. This is our global presence, just a glimpse. I'll move on. India, we have 2 manufacturing plants, 41 branches, 3 distributors across Pan India, and we have managed partners more than 180, and long tail partners to 2,000 partners. We are a team of almost 1,800 employees to take care of our customers, including this includes factory. I'll just skip. Okay, this is our offering. When we talk about our offering, we have 2 product portfolio under power. One is AC power, another is DC power. Predominantly, we cater AC power. DC is again limited to only to mobile network providers. And under AC, we have UPS system up to 27 megawatt single roof solution, one of the largest manufacturer, and industrial grade UPS for oil and gas, and AC power distribution system for all critical infrastructure. How we differentiate ourselves in AC power distribution? It is, we give an edge in terms of insight. Means either you talk about SNMP protocol, Modbus, BACnet, all those protocols are available even in the electrical distribution, breaker wise. Again, we have thermal management solution. Thermal, we are not into comfort application. We cater only to precision air conditioning. Wherever you have machine room application, there is no human being within the room, we come into the picture. Now, being a pioneer in this particular market, we start our offering starting from a small room where it can take care of from 2 tier to
maximum of whatever range you talk about. Large data centers across India, you name it, any data centers, our precision air conditioners are running. We hold almost 60% market share only in precision air conditioner. Again, IT and edge infrastructure, although we are already available in AC power and cooling. The IT infrastructure, this is a new range of products which we have started, considering the edge market which is coming up now. The size of market which is coming up as far as data center physical infrastructure is concerned, colo is growing in a massive way, and a lot of deployments happening across India. Post colo, the edge which requires to connect the end user, the last mile connectivity happens through edge. Considering the future expansion in the edge, we have already developed the product where a data center in a box is already available. No need to have a dedicated project team or field, multiple vendors are not required to develop small edge infrastructure where in a single box it can be placed. Services as a product portfolio. This is about our product portfolio, and we have, these are our brands, Libert, Netsure, Vertu, Avasant is one of the brand, and Chloride. This is about our product portfolio when we talk about UPS is concerned. We have UPS from 600 VA to 20 kVA only in the single phase, smaller UPS range. When we talk about smaller UPS range, this is line interactive, online single phase. Under online single phase, we have transformer-less technology as well as transformer-based technology. Both are available. And this is modular by nature, hot swappable, as well as it can be scalable and descalable with built-in for N+1 redundancy. Under three phase up to 20 kVA, we have transformer-less and transformer-based, 3 in 3 out. The difference what we create here, the transformer-based, these transformers are factory integrated transformer, which gives you more reliability. We have launched a new product recently, which is 1 kVA with extended backup. Batteries are built in, but the extended backup up to 30 minutes. The differentiation factor, it comes with a 9Ah battery, 4 numbers, whereas traditionally all the players giving you only 9Ah 2 numbers. The voltage window is again 110 to 280 remains same, and the operating temperature up to 50 degrees Celsius. The efficiency is the best efficiency what we deliver, up to 90%. Apart from that, we have also launched ILB, line interactive UPS up to 200 Ah battery. Particularly this UPS is most helpful in the point of sale application. Wherever in the remote sites you want to have even 16 hours backup for 100 watts small equipments. This solution can work. In a remote site where you have maximum of 8 hours power, you want a backup of 16 hours, we can able to give a solution for 100 watts load. This machine is capable to charge up to 200 Ah battery, either SMF or tubular battery. You can still keep those sites up running without a DG. This is one of the new product which we have launched. It is available in external battery as well as built-in. This particular product is available with a 65 Ah built-in battery, where you can no need to have multi dependency to install a battery at site. Just a plug and play solution. Even it can be used in a home, as well as if you see any application where built-in batteries for longer backup required, this can be a most suitable solution. And we have launched a UPS with built-in transformer for particularly rack mount UPS. If you have any server racks or network racks where you have some sort of neutral related challenges from the upstream, from your utility, though most of the UPS which is available, rack mount UPSs are without transformer, transformer-less, and you are dependent on upstream neutral. Here this transformer can help you, this UPS can help you. It can be, the form factor is designed in such a way, can be placed in a server rack, as well as it protects you from the utility disturbance, particularly neutral. And advantage how we differentiate from others, one is the efficiency is best, 90% efficiency even with built-in transformer, and temperature up to 50 degree, it is designed. It can be paralleled up to 4 units, and all communication protocol, Modbus as well as SRMP, both are built in, and it is compatible with lithium ion as well. These are the certifications what we have done, and it is purely made in India. In terms of medium and medium UPS range, we have UPS system starts from 30 kVA to 27 megawatt single roof solution. This is tri-energy cube where 3.2 MVA can be paralleled up to 8 systems. So here, what is the unique thing what we have? We have a technology which is SCR based to latest 3-level T-free topology, modular based. Both the technologies available under single platform. This uniqueness is not available with anybody. Why we kept still SCR? SCR based rectifier still have a market, and most of the robust application, harsh environment, customers still demand this technology and buy from us. Okay, when we talk about SCR, we have UPS system with IGBT, monolithic as well as modular. In terms of monolithic, we have transformer-less and transformer integrated UPS. The difference here, still the SCR based UPS, although it is the rectifier is SCR, but as a technology, it is DSP based, digital signal processing, and it is incorporated with all latest features. If you talk about spot mode or safe capacity test mode, yes, it is available. If you talk about wide operating load power factor, it is available, which is available in the latest technology. And we have modular systems, hot swappable modular system, as well as in monolithic, we have upgraded all our systems with inbuilt fault tolerant feature, where the fault tolerant feature, even a monolithic UPS gives you N+1 redundancy. This is one more launch which we have done, 30 kV UPS with best efficiency 96.5%. Here, one of the advantage of this UPS, this comes with a temperature compensated battery charger, where you can even install your batteries at a moderate temperature in a, without air conditioning. The batteries, the charging profile is being controlled, and it can extend the battery life by adjusting the charging voltage. And it can be paralleled up to 4 systems again, 50 degrees Celsius operating temperature, and kVA is equal to kilowatt, which delivers you the maximum power density in a smaller footprint. This is available in rack cum tower module. Most compact design, it is hardly somewhere 2 to 3 U size, can be accommodated in a rack. Most reliable system. We have a lot of installations, and we have done a lot of installations. And it has a flexibility of common battery bank, individual battery bank. You can scale up to 30 into 4, 120 kV systems. Lot of, you can configure as you want. And this is another EXL S1, one of the product portfolio. This is our offering as a standalone system. It is available up to 1200 kVA. I would like to have only one important feature of this product, which in turn benefits you a lot. I just want to know, do you, anyone know about this particular mode, UPS? As far as UPS is concerned, all you know is AC to DC, DC to AC. Am I right? Any other feedback? AC to DC, DC to AC. This is what you may go through. The second mode which is available in the market is eco mode, where raw power is directly fed to your load, and your rectifier and inverter will keep quiet, just keep charging the batteries. The difference between these two modes, here with latest technology we can able to achieve 97% efficiency, but here it is 99. What is the difference apart from this? The load disturbance, or all the load disturbance are exposed to utility here, because you connect all your load directly with raw power. Whereas here in UPS, the load is always connected with inverter, and inverter protects the load. In this whole exercise, you are losing 3% of energy, which obviously due to AC to DC and DC to AC operation. What we have come up with a new technology, it is a combination of your double conversion in eco mode. We call it as a dynamic online mode, and in technical term it is VI mode. Okay, it is the differentiation factor here. Although the load is protected through your static bypass, but the inverter is always on, kept on. And the disadvantage what we talk, your load disturbance are exposed to utility, whereas it is not exposed to utility because the inverter acts as a hybrid inverter. It charges the battery. Also, it acts as an active filter where it compensates the load harmonics and power factor continuously and keep your upstream always healthy. As well as it improves the efficiency to 99%. This is you can see. This is a combination of double conversion and eco mode. This gives you a reliable power. There is no compromise on the power quality, as well as it improves the efficiency. This is how you can see with VFD mode, the power factor is somewhere around 0.883. It has been improved to 0.99, and the harmonic content is almost 35 to 36%, whereas that has been corrected up to 6%. With VI mode, we call it as a dynamic online mode. So any question on this, sir? There is no rectification required. Rectifier is there because this system has by default all these three modes. If you want to use it in a dynamic online, you can turn to dynamic online. If you don't want to use it as a dynamic online, you can use it at a double conversion. But one advantage, what happens if at all your input utility voltage goes out of tolerance, because voltage independent. Here we don't correct voltage. We take care of rest of the parameters. If voltage goes beyond a limit where you don't want, it will automatically turn the load to double conversion. So that exercise happens automatically based on the quality of power what you are getting, and it keeps monitor the utility power and changes the mode. And one more advantage when your component utilizations is very, very low, because most of the time your static bypass is on and inverter acts just as a harmonic filter, rectifier kept on. So switching devices, almost most of the switching devices are not actively on, coming up partially, reliability of the whole product goes up. This is the power distribution product portfolio what we have. We have switching devices starts from 16 amps to 1600 amps. This gets into rack level. NPS even again gets into rack level with maintenance bypass switch. NPS 3-pole and 4-pole for IT load we have 60 amps to 400 amps. We have another range of product portfolio cross. The cross has unique advantage where you have even a transformer or a choke installed in the downstream of the switching devices, transfer switch. It will not allow you to have any load drop. It will manage. That is one of the unique function of this cross. This has been installed in most of the critical applications like Saint-Gobain, and wherever you can't afford a downtime across the lifetime. And again we have distribution systems. This is called a CPDU, PPC and SPM. These distribution systems are installed in data center output electrical distribution where you want to have more visibility in terms of power quality as well as parameters, even breaker wise parameters. Again we have one more offering which is called as adaptive powertrain, where traditionally UPS been bought separately and input and output panels been bought separately. What we do, we integrate your input panel, output panel, UPS all in single panel, and we reduce your distribution loss. Second is your reliability of the entire system being improved. The third, it comes with a built-in intelligent module, which we call it as a power train, which will monitor your power from upstream to downstream seamlessly. So this is a typical architect of single SMPS devices in a server room or network room where STS play a vital role. And this is about a conventional system, how you practice now. And what we do is any UPS system, this is again a movable device, floor mounted device, compact power distribution unit. It can be installed anywhere, simple and easy. These are the characteristics. I'll just skip. Maybe you can connect with me for details, more details. And this is the footprint. Here, this is how it looks. It comes with a HMI panel, HMI display with BCPM, branch circuit monitoring protocol. And the key parameters, it can help you to monitor your ground current, neutral current. This panel, wherever the differentiation factor, why you should go with CPDU. Typically, wherever you want to build a monitoring layer in your electrical distribution, either you need a BMS to pull all the information in a display. Here it comes with the SNMP protocol where there is no much of BMS or any communication devices are not at all required. You just give a network RJ45 cable. Through HTML, you can pull all the information. It has its inbuilt web page loaded in the panel. Any laboratory critical infrastructure, you can have this compact power distribution unit. For more details, please let us know. The important parameters, neutral overcurrent, ground overcurrent, it is available between 20 kVA to 80 kVA, small and medium size infrastructure. This product is really more helpful. And application areas, these are the application area. And this is APT, what we do. This is how been practiced now, and how we deliver is this is how we deliver. It reduces 30% of your footprint and improves the efficiency. These are the benefits what you get: modular design, space saving 30%, higher system efficiency, compact in design. This is again, when we talk about edge, today maybe you are building an infrastructure for any small signal and telecom room, any signal and telecom room. You have typically racks, cooling machines, all distribution systems bought separately from various players, integrated by your team or maybe by a contractor. What we do, we just put everything in a box. It is a box, a data center or server room in a box, single rack. It includes your UPS, your cooling machine, your rack electrical distribution, environment monitoring, and safety devices like fire suppression, fire alarm, and water leak sensors. All these things just integrated in a single box. How? We will show you. This is how. This is what the box. These are the devices are getting inside as a standard. If you want me to customize this, still it is possible. If you have multiple requirements, you want to build small signal and telecom infrastructure, this 42U rack with built-in cooling and power distribution, it comes with a environment monitoring module where it can monitor your temperature, humidity, dew point, water leak sensor, smoke, and a camera can be connected with the same device real time. And this entire rack, it comes with the access control. Your physical access is also protected. So this is the latest trend, and what we have started this journey almost 3 years back. We have completed more than somewhere around 1,500 installations now. It's successfully running in many of the places, and we have also installed this solution in RailTel. RailTel across India, this infrastructure is up running. Make more. Emerson, yes, yes. Smart racks, integrated IT infrastructure. Smart rack is a well-known name in the market. And under thermal, what I explained you earlier, we have solution from wall mount precision air conditioner to large machine room applications with data centers. It is predominantly gets into data center, but not necessarily the cooling machine. Wherever machine room applications are there, there is a precise cooling necessity is there, but yet to be explored in the market. So here, when we talk about SRC, this is the latest launch what we did. Typically, right now, what we are seeing, many of the customers are forced to buy a comfort cooling machine for their 24/7 application, because the awareness is very basic thing what we talk. What is required for a machine room application? First thing, the product should be designed for 24/7 duty, continuous duty operation. But the comfort cooling machines are not designed for that. It is designed for a standby application. And second, the tolerance level may be plus or minus 1 degree or 2 degree, what you expect. But whereas the comfort cooling machine is entirely dependent on compressor, no other control mechanism in the entire cooling machine. It comes with the capillary tube, even it is not sensing your ambient whether to control or not. The third, RH. Although I don't have RH controller in this SRC machine, but with a tight controlled machine, if you go with this kind of machine, it can reduce the variation in the RH. If you have a RH variation with a comfort AC for somewhere around 40 to 50%, with SRC it can be reduced to plus or minus 10%. Because your temperature and humidity is, RH is again indirectly proportional or inversely proportional. Whenever your temperature rises, humidity comes down. So if you control the temperature precisely, automatically your humidity also been maintained in a closed control room. If you don't have a leakage within the room. And second, by default it comes with the Modbus protocol, communication protocol, where you can integrate this particular device with your BMS and monitor. The third, in terms of any fire occurs in a small network rooms, obviously you would like to stop the fans which are blowing the air, number one, which is not at all possible by a comfort AC. Whereas with this machine, you can control those machines with the help of BMS in terms of safety. In terms of service, yeah, it is designed with 10 years of service life. So it is as good as an online UPS. The comparison between online UPS and line interactive UPS. The line interactive UPS inverters are designed only for a standby application, whereas it is designed for 24/7 operation. It comes with a remote Modbus protocol where you can able to monitor remotely. And third, it can be scaled up to 6 machines. If you are growing over a period in a small room, your load is increasing, still you can increase the capacity by adding further machines. And fourth, whenever there is a day-night load, differentiated load, cooling machines won't react to that. It will just either on and off. Beyond that, it will not do. Whereas here, it comes with an easy fan. It will modulate the CFM with respect to the load. It will modulate the medium with respect to the load with the help of thermostatic expansion valve. So all these features are bundled only for machine room application by Vertu Libert. It is entirely designed from India entity, now being sold even to the global customers. So apart from this, we have SRC application. These are the SRC application. Any machine room application you talk about, it can work. And last and very important, in terms of capacity, the comfort cooling machines are designed for with 0.65 SHR, sensible heat ratio, whereas this is designed with 0.9 and above SHR. Typically, for a UPS room, battery room, PLC room, utility room, switch room, any room, your sensible heat ratio, sensible load is very high. And whenever you do arrive the capacity of a cooling machine, you have to derate the cooling machine by 0.65 because it can handle only 65% of sensible heat. Rest is useless. Here you can design with 0.9 or 0.95. You can optimize the capacity, which will reduce your power consumption and as well as improve the improve the performance. And in terms of return on investment, when you talk about return on investment, it may be costly, not at that same price. You will get the money back within maximum of 14 months compared to a comfort AC, whatever the additional investment which you are doing for this machine. And as well as you get 10 years of service life, minimum 2 times of your comfort AC service life. This is one more offering, ITMS. So we are there in providing you a clean air and clean power. What happens when we talk about monitoring and management solution? We are the only organization who gives you monitoring and management for IT as well as facility within the data center space, what I am talking about. When you talk about IT, this is our Avasant range of solution helps you to manage your facility remotely. Even your ISP line is down. Even if you want to configure your entire router without reaching to site, it is possible. You want to manage your entire server or network device without having a manpower at site, it is possible. It is called as a console server, where you can access the infrastructure without a physical resource at site. A router can be reconfigured. A router can be restarted, rebooted remotely. And you can even upload your OS in a server remotely. Even if your ISP is down, both the ISPs are down, still it is possible. And in terms of facility monitoring, we have various range of solutions, rack PDUs and environment monitoring solutions. This is what RDU we help. With the help of RDU, it can be integrated temperature, humidity, water leak, smoke, and access control and camera. All these sensors can be connected in one single module. And we have DCAM software. This is predominantly to monitor and manage your data center physical infrastructure. All your critical equipments are bought under one platform. So this is
request to please finish it off.
Yes. Okay. And we have racks. I'll just skip this. This is about any more data as far as Avasant is concerned. Please reach me out later. And we have KVM switches. We have high performance KVM switches where you can have multiple users with one transmitters. And this is about environment view, how it looks. This is an overview of entire infrastructure, data center infrastructure. This is ADX for large data centers. Maybe I don't know whether it can be used for your switch rooms. And we have one more solution. I will just go through only the photographs. I'm not going to explain much. Integrated. This is prefabricated data center in a container. If you want to build any infrastructure where everything in a container, still it is possible. We have a capability to build that. These are the solution what we have. These are the some of the photographs. I'll just go through here. Factory built entirely ISO modules, data center in a container. I'll show you some of the solutions what we have built. You can see this is again some 2, 5, 8, 10 rack solution. Okay, in a container, 40 feet container. So if you want to build various infrastructure, if it is your design is fixed, you can repeat that continuously. This is again one more 75 rack infrastructure, container based, 100 rack. So here we incorporate all required elements, either it is cooling, power, and your safety. All those elements are incorporated. We follow all the global standards, whatever is required. And globally, this is moving well now because timeline to build an infrastructure is very, very low in Western countries. The cost of manpower is also high, so it is moving very well. In India, it is just coming up. Maybe Colo will accept these solutions fast. So apart from this, this is what our offering which we have. Please let me know any questions.
Manchester United attacking Casemaroയുടെ ഇന്നലത്തെ പ്രകടനം നമുക്കൊന്ന് പരിശോധിക്കാം.
You said that you can monitor all the devices.
Yes.
Whether you have to deploy it anywhere.
It is mostly available in all the data centers, even in RailTel, whatever the integrated IT infrastructure, smart infrastructure is deployed. It has this monitoring device.
What is that called? Console server.
Console server. You are talking about Avasant console server where you can manage the site remotely.
Yeah.
It is widely, globally we are one of the pioneer in this, and we have deployed this with most of the global MNCs. Here, Verizon is one of the customer, and Ford, Hyundai, these are the customers where we are supplying. If you want to have a demo, I can arrange the demo.
Because why I'm asking is it has to be custom based, because we got different types of equipment in the network.
Sure, sir, it is possible.
You got Juniper router, you got Cisco routers, then you got SDH. Are you having the capability,
yes,
including we got optical switches, or so all these things, whether you can integrate together and do NMS?
Your question is right. The uniqueness of Avasant console switch is it is vendor neutral. You can connect any switches. Acts as a serial console device. Whatever target devices what you have, maybe it is Juniper or any make, you can connect, you can have a single dashboard. No need to have a different platform. Right now you might be managing with different platforms. All those platforms can be arranged. You can have only one single platform. When you talk about EDX, what I explained, EDX is the master view where you can connect multiple sites, multiple devices. under one view. We call it as a DSA view. So all these devices can be connected in only one platform. And it can be managed. The Avasant 8000, how it comes, it has maybe 68, 16, 32 port devices, by standard devices what we have. And it comes with a modem, inbuilt modem. If your ISP line is down, you can reach out the infrastructure through modem. You can get into a router, reconfigure, or reboot with the switched PDU connected with the Avasant console switch. You can restart port wise. For example, your fourth U, a router has to be restarted. That particular router can be restarted remotely without assigning a person to site. It is 100%.
I'm talking about reconfiguration.
Sorry?
I'm talking about reconfiguration.
Possible, sir. Possible.
And then you need APIs of all the devices, no? How you will interact?
Here, we are helping you to access the device. It is a secure platform where you can able to access. Normally, if you don't have this device, you cannot access. Even your firewall got hacked in terms of any hacking. You can access through devices, through this or
is it part of BMS? What you're talking about, building management services?
No, BMS is different. BMS, when you talk about BMS, it is purely infrastructure management. I'm not talking about infrastructure management. I'm talking about IT management. Your routers, switches, servers, any serial port devices. It is entirely IT management and vendor neutral.
Thank you.
So if you want, we will connect you with a domain expert who can give you a detailed explanation about this, because I'm basically from a partially power and partially thermal background. To an extent, I can understand this product and I'm explaining you.
Generally, our UPS also, it is being utilized in the office environment.
Yes.
Limited use. It was working all right. When it's going outdoor environment, there we are finding it is failing very often. And especially whenever battery backup is there, battery immediately drained off. And necessarily the UPS not coming for a long time also.
So UPS system, maybe in an outdoor application, UPSs are designed to operate at 35 degrees Celsius or maximum 40 degrees Celsius. The reason for UPS failure, maximum reasons are track burnouts, because today most of the UPS are, it is not as like a old component level. It is in a single PCB. So if your PCBs are not with conformal coated, and if those PCBs are not conformal coated, obviously during rainy season with mix of moisture, burnouts will happen. To protect from those environment, we have UPS where UPS PCBs are conformal coated, and we can even integrate in a panel. Or for example, what I shown is the smart racks. If you have most corrosive environment, you can have those UPS in a conditioned box and improve the reliability. Or else we can see the site and give you a right solution. We have various range of solution for such. We can incorporate a filter. We have UPS with dust filters by default. So we can add some more protection element and reduce the failures.
Anywhere utilized in railways outside?
We have given a lot of solution for outdoor environment, but I have to check whether we have given for railway. Okay. So UPS with built-in battery means 5 minutes battery backup for your networking switches. So
that is external battery bank. External battery bank.
Normally, any battery packs, built-in battery is designed for maximum of 5 minutes, not more than that. And the failure rate, why it is high, those batteries, for example, if it is a 7Ah battery or 9Ah battery, the discharge current, demand discharge current of that UPS is minimum 3 times of the rated capacity, those batteries. It works. The life maximum what you get is 1 to 1.5 years or maximum 2 years, not beyond that. If you want to improve the availability in those infrastructure, what we have shown IT on LB with built-in 65Ah battery, those UPS can help you because the demand current versus battery available in the system is managed. I am giving you a 65Ah battery where it can able to take up to 130 amps. but demand current is not more than 10 amps or 20 amps. Typically, when you talk about 600 VA, your demand current will be 25 amps and battery capacity is only 7 amps. So it is bound to happen. That design is not for this kind of continuous duty operation. It is only for a home application, those UPS being designed. Whereas we don't have option, we are using that UPS for our critical application also.
In view of the unmanned sites, people switch off the UPS itself. It doesn't charge the batteries, since in unmanned sites they switch off the entire facility, and the UPS is also switched off. That's the reason as long as the power is there, it works. When the power resumes, since when the power goes off, since there was no charge, it goes off the batteries. So people switch off the UPS itself, the input itself. It doesn't charge the batteries.
And line interactive, you can expect that level of performance only. If you want more visibility, more robust, online would be a right solution, or line interactive with extended backup. That may really help you. Any more questions, sir? So, thank you. And my appeal, being into, we as an organization, always available to build the most robust digital infrastructure where your businesses are keep running. Appeal to this crowd, please let us know wherever we can able to help you to build the most robust infrastructure, digital infrastructure, which keeps your business always running and services always on. So thank you. Thanks for the opportunity again. Good evening.
Thank you, Mr. Parthasarathi, for the presentation. Now I request our PCST sir, the president of IRSTE Chennai chapter, to please come up on the stage to present mementos to the presenters. First, I request Mr. Sahas, ADST Arakonam, to please come up on the stage. Next, Mr. Akhilesh Singh, SSC Signal Valaja Road, to please come up on stage. Jitin, photo. Now I request Mr. Parthasarathi to please come up on the stage. Thank you, sir. Now I request our PCST sir to address the gathering. Please, sir.
Thank you. This is the first IRSTE seminar. I thank the organizer for inviting me for giving the address. It is good after a long time because of Corona and other things we are not able to conduct, but many virtual through VC seminar happened. But being present face to face, having the seminar is something different, because you will be able to see the speaker and the speaker can see the audience, and we will be able to have the feeling of involvement. So it's a good start. I congratulate our Babu, take initiative, organizing the people and doing it. And I also while discussing with him, I told, see, we got talent from our staff working in the field. So right now the AST and SSC who got the field experience, they are able to share the things. Similarly, they got a lot of innovative things they are doing on their own, and they are leaving it as it is. That experience what they got and the expertise what they implemented, which benefited the organization, is not being shared. I told him we will identify each seminar, the person who's invented the things, and once you start interacting, they will be able to tell, yes, this I have done, this I will be able to implement successfully, it will give the benefit. So this will be a system improvement can be done. and we should recognize those people and then suitably awarded. So this can be implemented, and then we can ask the people to next seminar concerned senior DSTs, we can request him to let him introduce those persons. Similarly, papers also we can ask the people to make and make a booklet kind of thing can be delivered, and what are the presentation made here, it can be published so that it will be useful for other people. And this seminar, normally the seminar itself, previous seminar itself, they will decide who is the next this one person who is giving the division, giving the seminar. That has to be finalized so that it at least now onwards we'll be able to do continuously the seminar. It will be really beneficial to people. See the uses of torque wrenches and other things. How many people knows it? It is being utilized and effectively being used. These are things will come out only give the opportunity to the staff and officers in the field level to express themselves, and then it is the benefit of it. And what I requested all the supervisors and officers also, when they are going to the field, see to that the bottommost person getting trained. A lot of new technology being introduced, but we are not grooming our staffs to the effect they will be able to deliver it. These are things when people from outside know. When one of the recent inspections, GM visited some of the place and he is not asking any of the officers, he is asking only the maintainer, you show me the terminal, what is working, how you are entering it, what is the failure, what is the log, you tell me so and so time what has happened. These are things expected from any administration, from the staff. So whether the bottommost person is able to capable of doing it or not. So I request all of you to train your staff so that they will make you sleep at least in the night. And with that, I thank you for the entire group. Thank you.
Thank you for the suggestions, sir. We'll try to follow them. And now I request our Deputy CST Project, sir, Mr. Murali, sir, to give vote of thanks.
Respected PCST sir, CST project sir, CSC sir, CST planning sir, senior officers, and my dear colleagues. On behalf of IRSTE Chennai chapter and SNT fraternity, first of all, I will extend my sincere thanks to President IRSTE, Sri Sheladore sir, and Sri G. Shantiram sir, CST projects, for sparing their valuable time even during their busy schedules of their meetings. I am immensely thankful to the speakers for enlightening in new topics which are focused towards current technologies and maintenance requirements. I extend thanks to all participants who are present here online and offline for making the time to be with us today. A special mention to our Secretary IRST, Sri V. Babu sir, for being a catalyst in a successful organizing of seminar. Finally, I would like to thank the technical team who had supported for organizing the event. Thank you all. I request every one of you to stand up for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you all. I'll request everyone to be.
Subodh Hall. So I request sirs and all to please join Subodh Hall for refreshment, please. Vision, sir. Now itself. So if Trichy or Palghat division, if they are ready to take over next seminar, you please come forward. I request Trichy division, Senior DST Trichy. That is Trichy will be there, then Salem, Palghat, and Madurai and TVC. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That in this order, please confirm me in 2 days. Anyone can take up next month presentation. After that, order will decide. Sir. Okay. I'll discuss with you.